Okay, so rearrange area. Ready?
Okay.
So prepare for meconium, for example, in the beginning.
That's for meconium. Inspiration.
Prepare, I will give you a baby now. Prepare, you're working there.
Okay.
You ready for meconium?
Cover.
No, it's my role.
Yeah.
You get ready.
What did
Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
I am not sure. Because you need everything is organized.
Substitute with makan. Saduni.
Okay, who is managing baby? Who is man? You are? So, understand that. Ready? Meconium. Baby's term, meconium present. You're supposed to ask me if you need additional information about breathing and check heart rate at the point you need it. Okay, I will provide you with information. So anymore, he's not ready. It's already your score coming down. Because I 3 times ask you to be prepared and you are still not. Who can help him? Yes. Take things he needs for management. Yes.
The interpretive tube.
Okay. What else?
And we need meconium aspirator. Yeah.
Okay, but we need disconnected because it's not possible to incubate with this connected. No. Yes. No. Yes. 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 Yes.
I think.
Yes. Good. Separate me.
And we need.
What else? It's already not initial here.
Yeah.
What else? What else, everyone?
We need for this to one.
You want stylets? Stylets or
Stylus.
stylets you have here in this room, okay? This blue one. But you need to put it inside and
Yes,
it's
yes.
going to be
At the same time. And it should be above, little bit above.
Okay. No, but you have to fix it. Done? You need some more thing. One more. Oh, you already have it.
And
What else? Okay, you will see now. Ready? Good. You're stimulating to inhale meconium deeper.
No,
yes?
no, we in
Meconium present. And you are stimulating to inhale meconium
In
deeper.
meconium do not.
We are
No
not trying.
stimulation, please.
We start there. We don't.
Yes, no need. Just make it to the neutral position.
Correct position immediately. Is it correct?
Have trauma.
So it should be parallel to the surface.
Yeah, so Ali, you are a responsible manager.
Yeah.
Manage it.
So we have cleared, so which we can clear.
Okay, good luck.
I'm also ready for this.
Yeah, he did it already. No, don't do it like this. You have to squeeze it before.
So after we open, check the password, we need to.
Okay, take correct position, Ali. Or are you working or not working? If you are working, stay correctly. You must have in front of the head. Mariana will change her position.
So in front of her.
Yes.
After we clean, we should.
Yes, imitate it. Yes, so first of all, left hand, always. You have like left hand always.
Yeah.
Okay, not like fingers, not like this. Fingers. Okay. Okay, what is next? Hold it.
Don't fear.
Okay, so what he has to do now?
Yeah, so first of all, he has to.
So please take it.
Okay. So we have to give it inside from the right side. From the
No, we
right.
are not discussing laryngoscopy.
Yes.
Yes. So
And now we will take. We will
what you
put
need
it
now?
here, and we will give the traction towards the down, little bit down, and we will take the endotracheal tube, and from the right margin, not from the groove, but from the right margin, we will see the. We will see the.
So it's not just imitation.
Yes, yes.
Okay. What is next?
So now we will push. We will take it out.
Yeah. So be very careful because
Yes, yeah.
yes. What is next?
Push up the tube.
Yes. Good.
And was
No, it's working.
yeah.
So meconium always is present above the.
So you have to occlude.
Yes.
Yes.
So we will take it little bit
Yes.
upside and
No. Close. Suction.
Close, okay.
Suction applied, and you are
taking it
removing
out.
and
And
observing the amount of meconium which
It
is
will
coming
come
out. Okay. What happened? Okay, so what was the problem actually at this beginning? You need to suction deeper. This is not appropriate. Okay, you need suction catheter. It's supposed to be larger, not like this, it's supposed to be larger because it's 10 and you need 12 or 14. So it's similar like this. Okay? So initially you may omit this and start immediately as soon as you provided the adequate position. You should perform laryngoscopy and suction. Suction upper and deeper till vocal cords with laryngoscopy, and after you actually cleared the way, you have to remove catheter and then take tube, intubate and suction trachea. This is the same principle.
Same.
Okay. Yes. And here you may use constant suctioning, you may use only targeted suctioning. Okay?
Now, so we have taken out the meconium.
Yes.
And
during this suctioning out of trachea, you need to do something. What you have to do during suctioning? Mariana, what you have to do?
First of all, we have to ask if the baby is breathing or not.
No, it's
Check.
intubation. You see, it's
Check
difficult
heart
and not
rate.
nice. Yes, somebody has to check heart rate. Okay? And if it's less than 60, this is an indication to start resuscitation, not compression. To start resuscitation meaning what?
Resuscitation means the ventilation.
Ventilation. So if it's less than 60, you have to remove tube with meconium, take another one, intubate and start ventilation via endotracheal tube.
Yes.
Because usually this baby is really sick. Okay, and this baby will need ventilation, probably not just resuscitation, but baby will need ventilatory support later on after you stabilize baby's condition.
Air or
It depends.
so we start now with ventilation.
Yes, so no. So you finished airways. What is next?
So we will again, after we have made the airway open, so we will see with the stethoscope the heartbeat, or we can see the
No. It's a lot of words, and what you have to do now?
Now
You finished. No.
Dry the baby very
You
well.
finished ventilation. Sorry. You finished airways.
airway. So we will check the heartbeat.
No. What is next? What is next?
Dry the baby.
Dry.
Yes. Now you have to dry and remove wet linens. Baby is wet.
So we will make the high and we will
Remove.
You have to remove.
Yes. And the next another one.
Then position. You have radiant heater here, so don't be focused on that. You should be focused on position. What is now?
Now
What is your question?
What
What is your question?
About ventilation?
I have no idea. Your question.
Yeah, I was asking that when we start.
No, too many words. Just question.
Question.
question to the
Question.
assistant.
So heart rate.
Don't listen to them. Heart rate, it's not a question. You should
Breathing.
take stethoscope and then I will
Yes,
tell you heart rate.
Mm.
But this is not correct now. This
Yes,
is not correct.
So we
What is
first
your
of all
question?
see that whether the child is breathing or not.
So this is your question.
Yes.
You cannot see it.
Yes.
Okay? So this is your question to me.
To myself.
No, to me now. Because in
No.
baby you will see it.
Yes, yes.
In real baby.
Which I was asking question to you.
Yes.
I was asking that in the beginning when we give the inflation bleed and later we give the
We did not inflation, we
No.
did not perform any breathe.
No,
We just suction trachea.
Yeah, we have suction the trachea.
The section trachea, then the removal wet linens.
Yes. And
And now we provided again correct position. And
Yes.
now your task is to evaluate baby's condition.
yes.
So you are
Three main things.
yes.
Tone of the baby and
Now we are going to evaluate two things. So that's three. You have not started resuscitation yet.
okay.
After you started resuscitation, then three. Now you just finished initial care. It's two, which are
respiratory rate and
what?
the respiration, the
Respiration, yes.
bilateral breathing is the sound
Yes,
effect
respiration,
or
and
heart
second,
rate.
and heart rate.
Two.
Two things. So now you have to ask me.
is he breathing?
Heart rate, yeah. How much?
No heart rate, respiration first
he
now.
breathing?
Yes, respiration.
blood present?
So it's
Is baby breathing?
yeah, it's baby breathing.
Your question? I'm asking yes. So what is your next question?
How much is the heart rate?
No, it's not correct question because you have stethoscope.
It should be.
But what is the second question?
So can you see the elevation in the chest?
No, the second question is this breathing adequate? Or
Is it vigorous or not?
no gasping, you may ask.
Yeah. So if
Baby has no gasping?
no
And I
gasping.
tell you, yes, baby is gasping.
Yeah, if it is gasping, then
What will you do?
ventilation starts.
Ventilation start. If I tell you no gasping,
And so if not gasping, so heart rate.
then you have to check heart rate with stethoscope.
So heart rate, and we see the heart rate, and if it is like
It is
more than
5.
100,
It is 5.
5?
Yes.
Yeah, so now we will start the heart compression with the ventilation.
Correct, Mariana?
We switch to ventilation as it's less than 60.
And what about chest compression? Do we need?
We check again after.
But now we need, like Rama suggested.
No. First we need to ventilate and then check again.
What do you think? Is she right?
Yes, in the beginning 30 seconds.
So
begin.
who is right? You or she is?
Yeah, so for 30 seconds we will
No.
begin the ventilation.
Who is right?
Huh.
You or she?
See.
Yes, she is. So no indication for chest compression now. It's very important to be sure. Okay, this is confusing point. Don't confuse it. If it's less than 60, only after ventilation. It was no ventilation. So now it's only indication to start ventilation. Okay, if he checked, so heart respiration is fine. He checked heart rate and it's, for example, 12.
Yes.
What is next?
If it is 12, so we have not started ventilation yet.
No.
So we will again go for 30 seconds of ventilation.
No. It's 12.
Which
So 6 seconds.
Hmm.
What is the heart rate?
So it is 120.
So what is next?
So heart rate is good.
Yes.
So now, if heart rate is good, so we will CPAP. We can give CPAP.
For what? What indication for CPAP?
If the vigorous breathing or non-vigorous breathing, if the child is gasping or not.
What it means vigorous breathing?
Vigorous breathing means
Maybe
child is
just
taking,
quiet, but it's fine.
child is feeding.
What is your question, Maria?
So we observing the baby if there's
No,
some
question
cyanosis.
for me.
There's cyanosis or no, or there are some respiratory difficulties.
Yes. So the question now is: does the baby have signs of respiratory distress? Okay. If yes, then you have to start CPAP according to protocol, according to guidelines, according to algorithm.
This after heart compression?
No.
We have a start of resuscitation.
Because heart rate is open now.
Okay, so is it clear?
I have here one question.
But
Just in
yes,
the beginning
yes.
of the
What is
ventilation.
ventilation?
So the first, there are two kinds of breathing. Means two kinds of breaths are given: inflation breath and ventilation breath. So inflation breaths are why are they
You know, it's
necessary?
already too complicated for you as a student, so don't confuse with this.
Okay.
This is for preterm babies. This inflation breath, if you will study neonatology, later on you will get with this. So to perform inflation, you need special machine to do that. It cannot be done with this resuscitation.
I was watching on somewhere, so they were saying that in the first 5 breaths.
Yes, this is European. It's not adequate recommendations. But this is not for this bag. This is not. So use that recommendation international world, because UK people unfortunately confused many things. I don't know why, but it actually happened. And that European recommendations are not recognized by many professional organizations now. So it's different.
And what
And
about
confusing,
what
so-
about the fluid in the lungs? If there's some fluid in the lungs, so how to?
Fluid, you mean TTN, supposed to be present?
Like amniotic fluid in the lungs.
And what? We don't know. So we are looking at the baby and respond to what we see.
Yeah.
Okay, so to make it clear, you need to go through it again. Yes, Ali, now you're ready? Ready? You have question?
Yeah.
Yes.
When we checked the heart rate, it was normal, good, but respiration was bad. We did the CPAP.
No, it's important which point of time you're going to check and what signs. So CPAP is indicated if baby doesn't need resuscitation, okay, but has signs of respiratory distress.
Heart rate is
So
good.
Yeah.
yes, baby doesn't need resuscitation. First of all, you must be sure that baby doesn't need resuscitation. Okay? Yes, so now, Ali, you will do no meconium. Yes. Be prepared. Don't come to me. Prepare your place. I will bring baby to you. Adam, and you will do meconium after that. What's the question?
Is the baby breathing?
Breathing?
And this check also the heart rate.
Yeah. Let's go. It's 9. Don't move stethoscope. It's 9.
9?
Yes.
So if it's 9, we should start ventilation.
Okay, so what are comments?
So first the position, again?
Yes, so why you was keeping babies in your hands?
I should clean it on table.
Yes. The second point, indications for suction. You remember there are 2 indications for suction. It's not routinely recommended to everyone.
meconium.
So, two indications for suction airway. Meconium is not.
I see it enough obstetric.
Number one. No. Number one, baby needs ventilation. Number two, baby has signs of respiratory distress. So that means as soon as I gave the baby to you and you put baby in correct position, you should immediately ask me, is baby breathing? Okay? Because we will observe the real baby, and for example, if baby is not breathing, there is a high possibility, high probability that baby will need ventilation probably. So, and you can decide to suction airways at this point. Okay, so no routine suction.
But then
Two indications.
Delivery, they do suction. Once there's delivery,
Yes.
they do suction, I see.
Yes, you may see many things.
It's not correct.
It's not appropriate according to current recommendations. But you know, you saw today already many things.
Yeah.
So, okay. So if there are indications, you will suction. Then, if there is not, you will switch to drying and stimulation.
Yeah.
Drying and stimulation. Okay, Adam, meconium? Or you don't need anymore? You want? Yes, you also. Okay. So, you need a blanket, please. No, it is better not to use stylet for this procedure because it will take time to remove it. The only thing that you maybe not so enough experience to perform intubation without stylet, but if you can do it, it's better to without stylet because then you will have to take it out. It's additional time, actually. Ready? Yes, you may change position like you want. Okay. So meconium and term baby.
Is he breathing?
Breathing. You're not sure. Some movement.
Second.
If you are alone, yes, it's better to close. If two persons, somebody can assist. Yes, yes, really, it's usually not for one person. This
Remove
procedure.
this one.
No.
This.
No, it's better to intubate without. Yes. No, this moment. Just
take it.
throw it away. Хорошо, дякую. То ти то лише собі завтра заповниш ту лисичну. Я це просто поставив, щоб не увольнював. Добре, добре.
Є проблеми.
Ну тому то і просили.
З моєю групою проблеми. Бо вони не змогли висловити життєві діяльність, не могли провести інкубацію. І
Ну це було не передбачено. Ми тобто не могли відстояти позицію.
я не знаю, що вони не могли відстояти.
Ні, я розумію, ми не могли відстояти позицію.
І саме основне, що вони не могли називати фокус для проведення допомоги на саду сесії, при тому, що ми проводили школи. Це просто саме кримінальне.
Ні, ну добре.
У мене найкраща група.
Добре, добре.
But like this.
мали стояти всі разом, так
Just
голосно,
like a click,
і
like
легше.
Що мені робити, якщо вони всі починають? Вони отримали по 10 балів. Реально, от я б сказав нормальні бали, тільки тому що
Ну
вони
що,
стали
ну я з нею, що я з нею зроблю?
вона ж собі хоче.
Ну я розумію.
Вони просто всі постраждали.
Я все, що я міг зробити, я один намагався це зробити, ви мене мало підтримали, відповідно.
Я казав так само.
Ну,
У вас є ж там російськомовна група на тижні?
є.
Зідайте її відповідь.
Ну так.
Ну, бачите,
Is there any problem?
Yes, so, you see, this is different a little bit from the first scenario. In this case, it's irrespectively of child breathing, you have to do this suction. So if baby has a risk from aspiration of meconium, baby is separated from mother and given to medical worker, you must suction trachea. Without any additional questions. We are doing that. Okay? You suction trachea. During suction, somebody take heart rate. Yeah, because I was actually interrupted. It's my participation. So you finish suction.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is next?
Is the infantile breathing?
No, you have to remove wet linen.
Dry.
You have to dry it. And then position correctly. Yes.
Infantile breathing?
And baby is not breathing.
So ventilation.
Ventilation. So that's it for this. Okay? Just tell me what to do next. If baby is not breathing, if baby is breathing,
Breathing now?
that's no gasping.
No
Just to
gasping.
reassure. No gasping, no gasping. So what do you do?
Check heart rate.
Heart rate. So if heart rate 4 for 6 seconds,
40.
it's 40. What to do?
So what it is now have to do ventilation.
Ventilation. Good. So if this heart rate, for example, 15,
There should be more than 15.
Check for us.
15.
Check for what?
So
What is your question?
heart rate is good. So
Heart rate.
now,
Baby doesn't need resuscitation. So what is your
RDS.
question?
so there is signs
Not
of
RDS. RD.
RD, distress.
Distress.
There's any sign of respiratory distress?
Yes.
Yes, there is. Soreness. Yeah. So
What would you do?
CPAP.
So could you show me how to do? This is not okay.
Yeah.
This is either not okay.
Kiss. Mask.
What is this?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Who is sure? No one is sure. Okay, this is correct point. But you need something else to make it working. Yes,
Oxygen.
find it. Gas.
Gas.
It's better not to use 100% oxygen. In your hospital, you will have blender to mix it, or just use just air. Yes. Yes, you have to provide good sealing. This is ventilation, but you don't need to ventilate.
Sorry. I'll just.
Yes, so it's good to have, usually you need a manometer additionally. Manometer could be attached between mask and this piece.
And we can see the pressure.
Yes, and you can see pressure which you are creating. Okay, so if you provide a good sealing here, this constant flow escaping here, but it's smaller here than here, so that's why it will create pressure inside. And you can adjust pressure with this rotation.
What was it?
Hmm?
What we were adjusting for?
Pressure.
How much?
Number. So you need to provide initially 6 centimeters of water.
6 centimeters.
Okay, so if it's 4, for example, to make it more, you will rotate. You will occlude this opening. Okay, any questions about initial care? Madam, do you have any? You're fine? Sure? Good. Okay, so. Yes.
And we can, and then
Sorry.
we can.
So sorry. Try to identify 5 steps. Put on the board. Nose. Yes.
So 1, 2, 3.
No.
2.
No.
No.
No. Who can show? Mariana, can you show? Please.
1, 2, 3.
No. First of all, don't
One.
use whole hand.
Okay.
Only fingers.
Okay.
Make it gentle.
Okay.
Make it slowly.
Okay.
As slow as you can to increase duration of inspiration time. Okay? Who can show good ventilation? Yes, try it.
Point the fingers.
No. Oh, let me. First of all, the most difficult part of this procedure to create a good ceiling. Minimal pressure and maximum contact, you know? So usually you have to press down and at the top, like this. Rest of your fingers can change baby's position. Okay? And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Not like this. Okay?
So it will be around
Softly, a little bit movement.
40 to 60 per minute.
And this will give you 40 to 60. Not like this. And not like this. Okay? You will damage baby's lung immediately.
Sure.
So very gentle. Clear? Try it again. One count. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, faster. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, everyone, stay comfortable. No,
Very good.
try your move closer to baby.
Okay.
Yes, fingers, flex, and relax.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so how long?
It's
30.
30
seconds. 30 seconds. What to do after that?
Heart rate.
Check heart rate.
Heart rate number 1. What is next? If heart rate is okay, what is next?
The breathing. Breathing is.
Yes. So respiration. Baby is spontaneously breathing. Okay. It has no gasping. If baby has good respiration, what is next?
Then respiration is okay and this is okay, so we can give it to
Observe.
mom.
No, you started resuscitation. It was already resuscitation. Ventilation, it's already resuscitation. As soon as you started resuscitation, you must evaluate 3 signs. The third one is saturation. Okay, as soon as you started ventilation, you must put probe to which hand?
Right.
Yes, to right wrist of the baby. Only to right hand.
Right.
It's preductal saturation. The
Yes,
highest oxygen.
There is also a guideline for first minute, second, third, fourth minute, and 65 to 70.
Yes,
70
it's
to
up to 10
10
minutes.
minutes.
Saturation must go up.
Right.
Okay, so if you have no pulse oximeter, for example, then you can rely on cyanosis, but it's much less reliable.
Okay, if by chance there is a baby and it's breathing okay, and it's also heartbeat is okay, but if somebody says that it's looking little bit blue,
Yes, put
Then what's-
pulse oximeter.
yeah, if pulse oximeter not there.
You can observe baby for some more. So usually after 10 minutes, baby is supposed to become pink normally.
Yes.
So ability to assess color is quite limited and subjective during the first minutes of life. Okay, if you are performing this ventilation more than several minutes, what you have to do?
Yeah, we should do intubation.
No. No indications for intubation.
And we check the respiration and the heart rate.
We checked. And there is an indication to keep on
Keep on.
ventilating.
So
Heart is fine, but baby is not breathing.
So keep on ventilation.
ventilate. Yes, we
And if you are using mask ventilation, you should remember that you are pumping gas not only into lungs, but also into stomach.
Yes,
So you have to decompress stomach. So we need to take feeding tube and put it inside of stomach via mouth, only via mouth, because via nose it's not so easy could be. But initially you have to be able to measure depth of insertion. Do you know how to measure feeding tube? And this is regular approach. So it's used if you need to put really feeding tube, not during resuscitation.
It's marked.
No marking here. You need to measure from here to
Tragus
here
and
to here. Okay? So this is your depth. Then you remove mask. With one moment you insert tube into esophagus. Here adhesive tape. Okay? And resume ventilation. It's not correct mask, but to resume ventilation. And here what you have to do, you have to attach syringe.
and
Yes, and one person will be ventilating and another one just to remove.
air.
So you have to
And
keep,
leave it like this.
just 3 times and then leave.
Keep doing
It
it.
depends. It depends what you are removing. You have fluid, etc. inside. Okay, but leave it like this.
Leave it open like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, what else about ventilation? If you trying to ventilate and you don't see any improvement, you are not sure if you are ventilating, you see no movement, what you do?
No
5 steps.
No movement of chest.
Yes, in our case. But
So it means-
in real life, you know that the best indicator of good ventilation is
Increase of
heart rate. Heart rate going up. So this is the best indicator of good ventilation. But here with this mannequin they cannot check this. So we are orienting on chest movement. But in real life it's no increase in heart rate and no movement.
Intubation.
What to do? Intubation is the 6th step. You need to take 5 before. You should know what
We
to
should
do.
reposition the position.
Yes, but first of all you need to change, reapply the mask. Sorry.